A federal judge has accepted a plea deal from BP for the April 2010 rig explosion in the Gulf of Mexico and the oil spill that followed. KFDM News spoke with a Beaumont attorney who represents one of the victims. Brent says his client and the other victims are still fighting for justice. KFDM reporter Leslie Rangel joins us now in the studio with details. Leslie?
BP has admitted to criminal charges in connection with the fire and oil spill. A federal judge has accepted the company's plea to manslaughter and lying to Congress. BP will pay $4 billion in criminal penalties. The fire and explosion killed 11 men on the rig and released millions of barrels of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. The settlement ends the criminal case, but not the civil ones. Brent represents clients in the shrimping industry, restaurants, and other businesses. He says the oil spill shut them down and had a devastating effect on families. Banks foreclosed on their homes, people lost their jobs, and it affected tourism.
Out of 4 of our businesses was actually closed as a result of this spill. That's the enormity of this. We're looking at 25% business closure, people that had to file bankruptcy because of the amount of their losses were not enough that their own savings and capital could support them through the year or two that it took to get back on their feet.
Coon says he has invested a lot of time and emotion in the case, building relationships with the people he represents. He says executives at BP should go to jail for, in his words, risking their employees to safety to save a few bucks.
And yet in this industry, there's a much higher tolerance for that kind of decision making. I think our communities accept it from just not knowing better. They just think these plants blow up and there's nothing you can do about it. These are the richest of the rich people, and they just get away with more.
A federal trial is set for February 25th to determine the cause of the rig blowout. Reporting live in the studio, Leslie Rangel, KFDM 6 News.